of a Cadillac, even
Oh,
though we have been. So the pink Cadillac. So we must have hit all of our quarters.
Yes,
yeah.
and requalified every
Yep.
2 years.
Pink Cadillac. So she
Amazing.
must have hit all of our quarters.
Just keeps clicking along there.
I would drive that for her. I would drive her anywhere she wanted to go in that pink Cadillac.
Do you live near Judy? Or
I
do you
used
live?
to live really close to her. Now she's down in Cherry Creek, and I'm kind of in the foothills. So
Uh-huh.
I'm still not that far. I could still pick her up and drive
I'm
her
sure
around.
you could.
We would have a good day going out warm chattering.
That is right.
I think she told me she took the cash.
I that's what she's been doing. Her son tells her that's what the smart thing to do is take the
Yeah.
cash.
Yeah.
Not
Does
now
she
having,
drive at
I'm
all?
sorry,
Does she drive at all anymore?
very rarely, very rarely. And having a grandson now that's a financial advisor and her son is a financial advisor, she probably takes the cash.
Yeah.
Hey, Allison.
Hey, I
Yeah.
I I'm gonna whip through the um we're doing
Yeah.
career path, right? Is that our new thing? We're gonna do career path.
I think
Oh,
sometimes or very briefly.
Okay.
I don't
and we
think it
don't
has to.
go real far. We discussed how, you know, talking too far ahead when nobody's, I mean, that's like 20 steps ahead of where. So I think Donna last time talked about like just up to maybe,
Team leader. I
yeah,
want to give myself a little bit of time for the e-commerce stuff and to kind of go over
Yeah,
that.
so that might be more important than hitting that every time, you know.
Right. So
Um,
I have career path, and then we don't have any red jacket debuts that I heard of. So I've got career path, and then the top three, and then
and the e-commerce, are you going to hit on what everybody needs to get done in October?
yeah.
Okay, perfect.
My internet is slow, so I'm trying to pull up the checklist. Actually, you know what? I might be, let me do this. Hey, Tony. Hey, Joyce. I should say hi to you. Hey, girl.
Hi. Good. How are you?
Hello, hello.
All right. Okay. I'm going to look for this while everybody's popping on.
Happy Monday, everybody.
Happy Monday to you too.
I'm worn out.
Join the club.
We've had, yeah, a busy Monday.
Yeah, for sure. I'm getting ready to get a new background though.
Cool.
I'm moving offices at the end of the month. Gavin's moving out and I'm getting an office.
All right. And when he comes home, he can take that space. Just kidding.
He's going to have to sleep on the couch.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Hey,
So,
Lisa and Lori and Tony, Sherry. Hi,
Lisa
Sherry.
and Sherry. Yep. And Patty.
Hello.
Hey, guys.
Hello.
I'm trying to work my computer. I apologize for not welcoming everyone. Hey, Patty and Lori and
Hi.
Marilyn. We're excited to have you. Ah, there it is. Okay, I got my checklist. My computer is running really slow. Okay, okay, got it. Perfect. All right.
How many
Kimberly,
went?
hello, welcome. We're going to get started right on time. We have 3 minutes. You guys want to share anything quick? Dolores, hey girl. Hey Joyce.
We had several who went to the Kansas City retreat this weekend.
Yay!
Hi.
All right. Hey Kimberly, we see you over there. Where are you going? No.
Congratulations,
Come
Lori.
back.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Lori. It was so awesome to.
I didn't see you there. Were you there?
I was. I'm sorry we didn't
Oh,
get to talk.
darn.
We should
I
have.
didn't see Donna either.
I saw you.
Oh, I
On
asked.
on stage as the queen.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. It was
Awesome,
fun.
awesome.
Yeah, it
We're
was fun.
excited for you. We're all cheering you on for sure.
Thank you.
All right, Marianne and Becky. Okay, what time is it?
And you guys know if you hop on, like we're usually here by a quarter till 10 till, and you have, open mic chit chat time.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Hop in early.
Thank you.
Introduce your newest,
I have somebody
introduce
who needs
your newest team members.
Hmm?
You can introduce your newest team members when you get on early.
Yes.
And that's a way to get to know each other too,
Yeah.
just by visiting with each other.
That's right. You can ask all those questions before Donna hits the record button.
Hey, I've been hitting it early because the
Super
chit
early.
chat
Oh,
is so
okay. Never
good.
mind. All right. Well, we
I have a
Leslie.
quick question right now, ladies.
Sure,
Okay.
Does
go ahead,
anyone
Sherry.
know how to get this the background thing off? I don't know if I could get it off on my phone. This little black background thing. I'm gonna try to figure it out, but it keeps going in and out, fading in and out.
Lisa is very good at using Zoom on a phone, so she'd be a great one to reach out to, maybe in the chat while the announcements are going on.
Okay. Hi, Lisa. Thank you.
Hi, you bet.
Okay, I forgot to write down the points. Okay, is it 8 o'clock? It's 8 o'clock. We're gonna get started. Okay, thank you for those of you that are here. Deborah, Deidre, who else popped on? Michelle, Jenny, Amanda. We see you guys. Thank you for being here. Okay, so we have several things to cover, so we're gonna get right into it. We're gonna talk a little bit first. We're gonna go over the career path quickly, just to reemphasize the importance of that. We're going to talk about our queens for the night, and then we're also going to go over some announcements. We have a couple of important announcements, so want to make sure that you guys have an opportunity to really understand where to find the content in order to keep yourself informed. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to talk about the career path in Mary Kay. You know, we love that. And sometimes people are confused on where you make your money. I see people miss out on money every single month. Okay. Because they just don't know how to track their numbers or where they are or what they need to do in order to make more money on the same amount of effort. So when you're in Mary Kay and you start your Mary Kay business and you're a beauty consultant, you don't have any team members, you are a beauty consultant and you're making 50% commission. So give yourself a whoop whoop. Okay. You did it. You made the toughest decision is already made, and that was to say yes and to get started. And from there, it's just time to move on up the career path. The second step in Mary Kay, or the first step from consultant, is senior consultant. That's 1 to 2 active team members on your team. Okay. And so if you are a senior consultant, go ahead and give yourself a, you know, 1 team member, 1 or 2. We're excited. You might have more than that. They're not active. That's okay. 1 to 2 active count gives you an instant pay raise and an opportunity to start making $50 commission, cash bonuses, and commission on your team. Okay. The next step in Mary Kay is our Star Team Builder, and that's red jacket. That's what we all get excited about. Those red jackets, a beautiful red coat is what I used to call it. That's 3 to 4 active team members. And you have an opportunity to increase your commission. You have an opportunity to still earn $50 team building cash team building bonuses that happen within the next, you get within about 24 hours of her initial order. And and you get that prestigious red jacket. You get separate training. You get a little bit more attention from your sales director. You get a little bit more access to the Mary Kay community at events. And so if you are in that beautiful red jacket, go ahead and give us this. This is where it starts. This is where it gets fun, is the red jacket. I learned pretty quickly at my unit meeting that if you weren't in a red jacket, you didn't get to talk much. You sat in the back and the reds were up front. They they seem to be doing all, they were the movers and the shakers. And those were the ladies that I really wanted to know. So we're proud of you. We're excited. There's a red jacket that fits everybody here. So it's really cool that you have an opportunity to decide which one you want. And they've got your size, I promise. Okay. The next step that we're going to talk about or highlight is team leader. And team leader really changes things because you have an opportunity to double and triple your commission by going to the 9 to 13% commission club just by doing the same amount of work. The difference is you have 5 to 7 active team members on your team. So that makes a world of difference. I try to break that down for consultants when they go from 4 to 13% commission. The difference in just adding a couple of extra team members, you still have access to the $50 commission, $50 team building bonus. You still have, but things really start to be exciting when you have a team of people that are really excited. They're working, they're showing up on Monday nights, they're connecting with your director, they're holding parties. You start to really understand the joy of seeing other people win because you met her at a party, or she's a hostess from a hostess from a hostess. And, it's really exciting. So it's fun to start climbing that ladder. The second part to that, you guys, the career path that's so important is that on those days when maybe you make mistakes or you just don't have the time to work, you have a business that's working when you're not working. And I can't tell you how many times I have been so thankful for that. So of course, after that, we have, I think it's team leader elite. I don't even know what they call it. When you have 8 or more team members and you still have not submitted for DIQ. And then when you decide you're ready to make the big girl money and triple your income again, actually, I think it's like 300% pay increase. That's when you decide to become a sales director. You can submit your DIQ commitment form to the company, talk with your sales director, develop your plan, and start building your unit to go from 8 to the qualifications that you need to finish to be a sales director. No need to be overwhelmed by it. Just look at where you are, love and appreciate where you are, and figure out what's next. Is it senior? Is it star team builder? Is it team leader? Is it DIQ or team leader elite? You make those decisions. And so we're super proud of all of you for being there. We have any team leaders here? You have any team leaders? Ooh, ooh, ooh. What? Y'all, it's just 2 more team members. Okay, so always know where you're at on the career path and how to get to the next level. Okay, let's talk a little bit about we're going to go right into announcements because I want to spend a little bit of time on this. We have 2 major announcements, actually 3, that the company has released this week, right? We got the first one and we were like, oh my gosh. And then right after that came the next announcement. And I think it was a lot to kind of take in. But the first one we're going to talk about with My Shop is going to require you to do some work in your current customer base. So I definitely want to give you an opportunity to hear what we have to say and know where to find the content in order to access and know what your checklist is. And I just have my checklist pulled up. Okay, naturally, here it is. No, that's not it. Here it is. Okay. So the company is going to be transitioning our websites to an e-commerce platform. And for all of you that are already here, you have a marykay.com website, and that's not going to change. Your website is going to stay the same. People will be able to access it. Now, when you have new people coming in on your team after they launch the My Shop, their websites may look a little bit different in the sense of I'm not totally sure if it's going to be marykay.com/something or if their My Shop is going to have a different exchange. But either way, your website and the name of your website is not going to change. Okay, so that's all you need to know as a seasoned consultant. Your new team members, their website names may be a little bit different, but it's still going to lead everybody to the same place. Okay, that's the first thing. The second thing is the e-commerce platform, My Shop, or your personal website is going to give you a little bit more creativity to customize what your website looks like. So this is really exciting because instead of raise your hand if you're guilty of this, if you have a flower as your profile picture. Okay, Jenny. Okay, Marilyn. Okay, we love you. But people want to know what they're getting. And the truth is, the very first thing that people do is they look for somebody. And if they see a flower, in my opinion, I'm thinking, okay, she doesn't know how to change her profile picture. So next, I'm looking for somebody that I just like, ooh, okay. So if you feel like you don't have any good profile pictures, go into your bathroom, turn on the light, put in the back your put a white background behind you, take a picture. If you look at my profile picture on my website, that is a picture taken in my bathroom from my cell phone. Okay. You don't need a professional headshot. If you've got one, great, but you don't need one. The new e-commerce My Shop website is going to give you an opportunity to upload your profile picture and to add, I believe, up to 6 additional pictures through your Mary Kay journey. So you're going to be able to add different pictures. It could be you at seminar, it could be you in the red tunnel running through getting your red jacket. It could be, you know, lots of different things, the things that make you smile about your Mary Kay business. It's going to give you an opportunity to customize your iStory, or, you know, to let people know a little bit about you, that what makes you a little bit different. You know, how long have you been a Mary Kay? Those kinds of things. I can't wait to tell people, you know, I've been working my business for over 20 years. That makes a difference to people. So what makes you a little bit unique and give you an opportunity to really customize that story? The most important thing about the e-commerce the other thing is that the new websites are going to allow you, the search engine is going to allow the customer to narrow down beauty consultants within a certain demographic. So they're going to be able to go between like 10 miles away, 20 miles away, 30 miles away. So that you're really getting potentially somebody that is really close and local to you, which will be great for hands-on contact. Okay. There are several checklists floating around. I'm going to go over the ones that I have, because there is going to be some things when we transition into the new platform that are not going to transition in the My Customers portion of your, you know, how you can go in and customize your website. Well, there's also going to be you needing to customize your My Customers, because that's going to be a new phase of it as well. They're not transitioning over all of the same content. And so we're kind of jumping into My Customers now, but they kind of go hand in hand. So you need to make sure that you're going on your current customer base on My InTouch and look at all the things that you have. If you're super detail oriented, you might have all of these notes and things and dates and anniversaries and birthdays and when she started a new job and what her skin type is and all these things, kind of like the customer profile. And a lot of that is not going to transition. The phone number, the cell phone numbers, the addresses, the demographics of where she lives and things like that, her birthday are really the only things that are going to be transitioning. So if you, and your notes will transition, but if you have anniversary dates or anything unique and special about that customer that you want to make sure you have, you want to make sure you write that information in a note and put that in with the customer profile. If you don't know how to create a note, it's really easy. You'll see it right under her name. You can just start typing and it'll automatically add the note. But if you're not sure, talk to your sales director. If you've got people that, you know, you have anniversary parties or whatever, I know the detail oriented people have lots of things recorded. I've got several consultants like that. You don't want to lose all that information. So it is going to take you some time, but you want to clean that up by the end of October. The company is asking us to do that. Review what you need to know on the documents on InTouch. They lay it out very clearly what has to be done by the end of the month. Update your InTouch profile to your preferred banking deposit. Okay, because what's going to happen with the My Shop is the transition is no longer, when people shop on your website, it is no longer going to be, you're no longer going to be able to pick how you deliver. The company is going to deliver it automatically. It's going to be like easy ship. Okay, but you'll know who's ordering. But there's no longer going to be an option for you to decide if you're going to do My Inventory or customer delivery service. Okay, so you need to make sure that you have where you want the money to go, because we're going to be separating ourselves from ProPay. Okay, so there's a lot of little things going on here, and I might be kind of jumping all over the place. I apologize, but there's transition time between My Shop e-commerce platform, My Customers, and what you need to be updating with your current profile on Mary Kay InTouch, in the sense of you want to get paid, right? You want your money. They're going to be using a platform called Spark. No, that's not right.
Stripe.
No. What is it? Stripe. So when they run their transaction, it's going to be sort of like Zelle. It's going to go right into your checking account. Okay. There's going to be no more platform where you've got money over here in like a Venmo account, okay, or like ProPay. It's going to go right to your checking account. So you're going to want to make sure you tell the company where you want that money to go. So just update your, if you've got it going onto a debit card or whatever the case is, you want to make sure you've got that cleared up. Confirm with InTouch your profile to include your social security or your ITIN number. Write your iStory and choose 6 photos to update your My Shop when you have access to that. Only birthday fields will be migrated to the My Customers. To keep other stored information manually, you can also export if you're kind of savvy that information. So you can talk to your director about that if you know how to highlight and export customers so you have that content. But if you have important information on the profile and you want to save it with her profile, you can go in and just create a note, okay? Review unsolved My Customer orders. They're only going to transition former orders through December of 2023. So if you have a long history of a customer, which those of us that have been Mary Kay for 20 years, we have customers for a long time. I've got customer orders from 2012, 2007, 2005. Okay, if I want those orders to convert, you have to either take a snapshot picture of it, export it, or put it in the notes so that you know what happened prior to 2023. And I'm telling you now, I have customers that don't order, they disappear and then they come back. And when they come back and they're like, I know it's been a while. And I pull up her profile, see in 2019, she ordered 5 lipsticks and a foundation. I can go, oh yeah, girl, you're my beige 300 girl. I remember you with the, apricot glaze lip gloss. And, so all of that content will be gone if you don't save it somewhere. So just make sure you're looking at that. And what I encourage my consultants to do was to start with their PCP list. Those are your most important customers. If you're not totally sure where to start, if you have a lot of customers, I would start with your PCP list people first and then work your way through. But remember, they want this updated by October 31st. So we're in the middle of the month. We have 2 weeks plus some to get going. Okay, October action steps. I'm just reading this to make sure I got everything here. Customer reorders. Okay, customer orders follow customer order items will be migrating to the new system. Home, phone number, work. Okay, the following items will not migrate. Home phone numbers, work phone numbers, profile date. So if she's a customer from 2010, where it says profile date, you won't know when you establish that customer. So that might be something that you want to write down. Anniversaries, graduations, new baby, job, vacation, wedding dates, other dates, recommended, occupation, gender, marital status, all those things will not migrate. Okay. If you want any of the above data, then you will need to manually add the data into the customer notes sections before October 31st. We've said that a couple times now, but the 31st is when migrations will start, and you don't want to be on that first loop and then miss it. Okay. And review the orders. You guys, some of you may or may not realize this, but when a customer goes online and orders on your website, if you go to My Customers and you go to orders, you will literally see all of your orders there and that have to be processed or closed. So if you have open orders, like you processed the order, you saw the order, you grabbed the things and then you hand delivered it to her, but you didn't go back in and like close out the invoice and mark it as delivered and, whatever, finished. Those are all still open invoices and they're not going to transition any of those orders over. So you want to make sure that you're closing out your invoice so that that order is attached to that customer and it's showing up on her profile as a done deal, fully paid, received, delivered product. Okay. So talk to your director again if you're unsure about that. All right. I'm over, you guys, but I have one more thing that we have to talk about. And no, that's e-commerce in My Shop. Okay, so we wanted to touch base because we all got the information about e-commerce and Mary Kay selling on Amazon. Quick question, Donna. Did the email go out to consultants about the commission?
I think it has.
Okay, so the company is going to be selling on Amazon, and I know some of you might be like, pump the brakes, but I want to tell you, this is really going to be so helpful for the company, primarily because Amazon requires that you have an official platform in order for all of the other illegal sales of Mary Kay to be eliminated. If Mary Kay doesn't provide, if Mary Kay does not establish itself with the platform, they are on their own trying to stop all these people from selling, and it's too big. It's too big of a problem. But if they create a platform and they're the official site, Amazon will do the work to try to shut all these other illegal people down. Okay. If you notice, Mary Kay is selling 5 items: Miracle Set, Time Wise Repair, Oil-Free Eye Makeup Remover, Extra Emollient Night Cream. 5 items. Okay. And they're higher priced than what they are in the catalog. So the company is intentionally doing that so that, are they going to get sales? Yes. Are people going to go on there and buy? Yes, they will. Okay. But if Amazon shuts all those other people down, and through the platform of social media and TikTok and all these other things where Mary Kay is leading people to marykay.com or the new shop platform, what you're going to find is that, will Mary Kay get some sales from that? Yes. But is it going overall? It's overall good. Mary Kay is not launching the entire magazine on its platform. It's 5 intentional products that are more expensive, that are, people might go, $240. I can get it for $2 whatever with my consultant. So they're encouraged to buy from you because it's cheaper. But in return, Amazon is working to shut all these other things down. So we're very excited about that. Keep in touch with your director about what that looks like. When they make money from that, they're going to regenerate that money into marketing for us. They're going to use it to our advantage to help promote and get people to marykay.com. Okay, so there's going to create a lot of questions about that. People are going to be misinformed. People who don't stay informed are going to be misinformed. Your consultants that don't plug in, it's going to be important that you understand how to positively tell your team about it. Be excited. It is something that's going to be really helpful for us. And I'm excited for all those illegal sites to get shut down, because that's going to generate like so much extra money into the field, into your pocket. Okay. And then the last thing about, announcements, you guys, is the tiered commission. This is another one that's exciting to learn about. For all of you, it doesn't matter. You're all making 50% commission. We love that. Congratulations. Nothing is going to change for you. The good news is, from the minute you start and sign up, when they launch the commission schedules, what will happen is brand new beauty consultants who order $100 retail or more can make 30%. Okay, so if they don't have enough to do the 225 and earn the 50%, they can still make 30%. How many of you have team members that have gone on and ordered $150 and paid full price? You know what I mean? So your team will the people that are hobby time that don't have the 225, but they need a few things, will be able to go on and still get a discount on the product. It's not going to be 50%, but it'll be 30%, and you'll still make commission, and it'll still count towards your car, and it'll still count towards your team and your all of the things. So make sure you spend some time on In Touch. Make sure you stay organized so that you don't get behind the ball with your customers, you guys, because you want to keep all that information wrapped up real tight so that you're providing great customer care. And talk to your director about what to do with your iStory or things that you have questions on that you're updating and getting informed on. Okay. All right. So let's get right to our queens this month. We have our top 3. Number 3 is Miss Patty Lovejoyce from the Centra unit. We're so excited for you, Patty. Congratulations. Tell us what you did that you were the most excited about real quick this week.
So I did my order, and I'm bummed I left my little thing downstairs, but I got my little kit on Saturday, and I was so excited, and it's set up to do a facial tomorrow. But it's just fun. It's fun getting rewarded for doing your orders and getting them in early. That's always the key thing. And had a little bit of sales. Now, I missed last week and had almost $600 worth of sales last week, but Centra and I were at a wedding last week. So I just put in what I did for sales this week. It was great.
Well, we are proud of you, and we're excited for you. Congratulations. It feels good when you're making some money, right?
Yes,
you
it
get
is.
Cuter. You get cuter. You're cuter than you were last week because you get some. Okay. Number 2, the runner-up this week is Miss Gina Hubler, right? I hope I say that name right. And Jessica's unit. Congratulations, Gina. Are you on? If you are on, pop on. Tell us what did you do this week that made the biggest difference.
We just finished a skincare class, so we're together. Hi.
Hey,
We did.
you are our runner-up.
Thank you. We actually pampered brides. And I had someone who said, yes, they want to be a Mary Kay consultant.
Yay!
The best life ever.
All right. Well, congratulations. We're proud of you. If for some reason our queen can't fulfill her requirements this week, we're going to call on you because you're obviously working. We're excited for you. And our queen this week is Miss Sherry. I think I have right. Is it Sherry Rice? Is that right? Where's Sherry? Where you are, Sherry? Where are you? Sherry Rice. I'm right. You're right. Rice with the background. Okay. So she's in Centra's unit. We're so proud of you, Sherry. Tell us what did you do this week that made a difference in your business?
Oh my goodness, just seeing faces. Basically, I was hoping to get a new team member, but that didn't happen this week, but that's okay. But just seeing faces and having parties.
All right. Well, we're proud
I did a
of
couple
you.
of parties.
We're
Oh, thank
proud of
you.
And you know what? When you not this week, but you might get 2 next week. You know, it all work goes for good. So we're proud of you. You're our beautiful queen this week. And so congratulations. All right.
Thank you.
All right, you guys. Well, tonight's training is Miss Linda. She's going to talk to us about Mary Kay terminology, things that you're going to need to learn and know. And so, Linda, I'm sorry I jumped in on some of your time, but I know you can recover and get us where we need to go.
All righty. Well, as we were planning all this, we thought about the fact that there's many Mary Kay terms that can be very confusing. Even if you've been with Mary Kay for a while, like some of us have been, sometimes it changes and then it becomes confusing because we remember what was original and now it's new and what's the deal. And so those are a few things we're going to address today. And it kind of reminds me, some of these things, we live near an army post and so have many friends and neighbors who are in the army. And they always have abbreviations for, PCSing. They're PCSing. They're doing this. They're doing that. And it's like code words and initials. And sometimes I think some of our Mary Kay things are like that too. So just real quickly, we're going to go through some of these things. First thing, as a new consultant, you have a great start qualification period. This is important. You may say, well, none of us are brand new consultants. Some of you are, but some of you may be working with your team members who are brand new consultants. And it's up to you to pave the way. And if you don't know the answer, of course, you can, the best thing to do before you ever check with your director is to go to In Touch and try to find it yourself. When you find information yourself, it empowers you and it makes you more familiar with more things. I know when I go to In Touch to look for something, I usually find 10 other things that I'm glad I found that may be totally off of what I was looking for, but great information as well. So great start qualification period starts the month that you sign your agreement and the 3 following months. It is not according to a date. It's not like October 13th to November 13th is your first month. If you signed on October 30th, October is your first month. And then you have November, December, and January to complete all the possibilities for great start qualifications. Now, great start qualified is when you have ordered 600 wholesale or more during that qualification period. And you, the more you order during that 4 months, the more bundles that you get. If your first order is 600 or more, you are going to get bigger bundles than if you order 300, 200, 100, and it totals up to 600. When you hit that 600, your team member still gets a bundle, but it doesn't have the same monetary value that if you would do that in your initial order. And then you can keep adding to it. It's not just for 600. You can, for every 600, you get to select a new bundle. So that is Great Start Qualified. Then we have Perfect Start. Perfect Start is doing 15 faces in 15 days. And Power Start is 30 faces in 30 days. And I always say, if you decide you're going to do the Perfect Start, at the end of your Perfect Start, just keep going another 15 days and do it again. And then you've got the Power Start. And so that is what those are. And those are designed for new consultants to get off to a great start. But occasionally we will let everybody do a perfect start or a power start just to have a challenge to go with that's good. Then we have earned discount privilege. And that is activated when you order $225 wholesale or more in a month, in one calendar month. So you may order several times to get to go over 225, and this is wholesale. And then that gives you 50% discount when you have ordered the 225 wholesale, and it's for that month plus the next 2 months. And again, it doesn't go by the day of the month, it goes by the month. So whenever in October you do 225 or 600 or 1200 or whatever you do, then you can have 50% off on October, November, and December for any amount of order. So if you place a large order in October and in your first week of November, and you need some things that you didn't order, but your customers have ordered them from you, you can place an order of $50 if you want. And you're going to get your 50% discount for those 2 months following that month that you place that order. So that's earned discount privilege, and that's very important to know because we always want to keep that so you always have your 50% discount. Because why not go for the best, right? Why leave money on the table when you could always make sure you're active? And that brings me to active status. A1, A2, A3. Have you seen that? You've heard your director mention it, or maybe your name is on, your picture is in the little chart for A1 for the month of October. And you think, well, yay, I'm A1. I wonder what I did. It means you have ordered at least 225 wholesale during the month. That makes you A1 active. And so that is what A1 means. A2 means it's the second month of that active period that you qualified for. A3 is the third month that maybe you have not ordered 225 or more since October and it's now December. You're in your A3 month, which means the following month, unless you order at least 225 wholesale, you won't get your 50% off. Now, with the change that's coming up, as I'm saying that, I'm making it sound like this is permanent. And guess what? It's all about the change. If you're inactive, you can place smaller orders and you'll get a 30% discount, or your customers can order, right? And you'll get the 30% discount. If you want to get the 30% discount and you're placing an inventory order, you must order at least $100 retail. Correct, directors? Isn't that right? Yeah, they have to order 100.
100
the
retail,
60%.
which costs them 50.
Yes, 100.
Yeah, right.
They're ordering inventory, but if the people are ordering on their website, it can be any amount.
Yes, right. So kind of tuck that in the back of your head. We've mentioned it now. It does not apply yet. We don't know for sure the starting date, possibly December, but that's not right now. Now, if you do not order during those 3 months, then you move to I1, I2, I3. That is the 4th month, the 5th month, and the 6th month since you have ordered the $225 wholesale or more. So during that time, if you don't need to order, you don't need to order. During that time, though, if you have team members who order, you will not get a commission check from them. You have to be active in order to receive your commissions from your team members. So that's called leaving money on the table if you have team members and you are not active. Now, we don't ever want you ordering just to order, but you should be motivated to work your business enough to need to order to make sure you always get your commissions. And then let's say you don't order for 6 whole months. You went through A1, A2, A3, I1, I2, I3. And then you get to graduate to T1 through 6. It's the next 6 months. And you're off the company mailing list at that point too, I think, which I don't know that we used to not get Applause magazines. Maybe you don't have access to Applause magazines online either now. I don't know that for sure. You just don't want to go there. You, of course, and if you don't during T1, don't order, and you have team members, bye-bye, you have no team members by T2. So that is way important to know, right? Because if you have team members, you want to keep them. You want them on your team. Sorry about this cough. I just realized as we were getting ready for this meeting that I'd started this cough and I was the one speaking. It's like, great, this is not going well together. Next thing, customer delivery service. CDS is customer delivery service. That's when you can order something from the company and have it delivered to your customer rather than from your inventory. So that's what CDS stands for. Then there's PCP. It's not a drug, not in Mary Kay. It is Preferred Customer Program. One of the greatest programs we have. And if you do Preferred Customer Program, that's when your customers have mailed out from the company a lookbook. Now you may say, oh, I'll just give my customers a lookbook. No, you won't. Unless you only have 2 customers in there, your mom and your sister, you won't get your lookbooks to everybody. But they come in the mail. How professional. They have a little message on the back from you. So they think you've ordered it. And you cannot mail the lookbook yourself for the price that the company sends them. So don't think you'll save money doing it yourself. Besides that, your time is more valuable. So be sure to do that. And when you do it, you get to order the new products 5 days sooner than they're available to everybody. And that's a big deal. Now, Star Consultant Quarters. This always confused me as a new consultant because we have the end of the month and we have Star Consultant Quarters and they don't all happen at the same time. The Star Consultant Quarter, for example, the first one of the year starts June 16th and goes to September 15th, and then September 16th, October, November to December 15th, and so on. You have to order at least 1,800 wholesale during that 3-month period. If you order 600 every month, which is a great goal, you will be a star consultant because it's 600, 600, 600. Sapphire means you've ordered 1,800. Ruby means you've ordered 2,400. Diamond is 3,000. Emerald, 3,600. And 4,200 and beyond is pearl. And you get more credits the higher you go, of course. And if you have a new team member that comes in who orders at least 600 wholesale during the period of that star quarter, it bumps you up to the next level. If you have done at least 1,800 wholesale yourself, they can't take you from 1,200 to 1,800, but they can take you from 1,800 to 2,400, which is cool. Nice surprises. Then you may hear talking about Unit Club or Circle of Achievement. That is a unit qualification. No one director can do it by herself at all. It is a team effort for the unit. And that means the first level of recognition is your unit has ordered at least 300,000 retail during the seminar year. And so that is what Unit Club means. Or Circle of Achievement is part of Unit Club, but it's 300,000 to 600,000. And then Circle of Excellence is 650,000 and above. And at that point, your unit wins or earns the top sales director trip for your sales director to take. Court of Sales is another thing that you can do. And that is ordering 45,000 retail during your seminar year. And you can track that in your InTouch. You can know every month where you are and how much you have to go. And then Court of Sharing is 24 team members who have ordered at least 600 during the year. And are they still active, Jana? Is that right? They have to be active at the end of the seminar year?
I'm sorry, they have to be, I didn't hear all of your question.
For Court
For
of
them
Sharing?
to count, do they have to have done 600 wholesale and have to be active at the end of the year? No. Okay.
They just have to have been qualified at some point during the year.
Boy,
Is
Okay.
it not Great Start qualified?
No. Well, yeah,
no.
it is Great Start qualified, but they might have been Great Start qualified at the beginning of the year. They don't have to be active. You know what I
Right.
mean?
But they have to have been Great Start qualified during their 4 months. Is that correct?
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, it can be cumulative.
Right.
During the 4 months.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Or during the whole year if they order 600 wholesale.
It used to be
only
that
if Great
way.
Start qualified.
It's not that way. It has to be during their Great Start period.
Okay.
Yeah, they changed that.
And
Yeah, I guess so.
yeah, it has to be during that Great Start period. But they don't have to be active.
Okay.
Like they can be, they can do it at the beginning of the year and be T status or whatever. But
Yeah.
and obviously if they've done that within that year, then they're still going to be a consultant no matter what. So
Right.
the only thing that if they leave the company and and send product back, then they don't count.
Right. Okay. And in wrapping up, seminar affiliations. we have diamond, we have emerald, and a sapphire, our third one now.
Yeah.
Isn't that right? Sapphire, because ruby's gone. So those are just, they don't mean anything in relationship to stars. They are just, Mary Kay has grouped numbers of units together to decide when we're going to seminar and to be a different group. So the names are just names that we're part of. And that's our seminar affiliation. So we know, oh, Emerald is going to seminar August 10th to 14th or whatever it is. And Diamond is going during this time and so forth. So it's just a name that we're part of a group in. And then I was going to talk about senior consultants, team builder, star team builders. But we got that covered earlier. The key thing to remember is once a star team builder, not always a star team builder, your team members have to be active. So it's important to work with your team members to have them be working, because that helps you in your career path growth. So those are just some things that I put down to cover. And what we're going to do now, our time is really getting away today. So we're going to break into our groups. And if there's anything you need verified or you have questions about, we'll talk about those in the small groups. So Donna, do you have that ready to roll?
The rooms are now open. So if you have no bookings on your books, you stay right here. And if you have 1 to 2 bookings on your books, you go to the bronze room. 3 to 4, you go to the silver room, and 5 or more, you go into the gold room. So see you there.
All right, awesome. I am with those of you who have 0 bookings, so you'll know that you're in the right spot if you have 0 bookings.
So I have a question.
Yes.
I don't necessarily have bookings, but I have 20 mailings going out for sample sets.
Ooh. Do you have like a day scheduled with them to do a pampering session?
We're going to start, it's something that we learned at career conference. So we're going to start it on Monday.
Oh yeah, I would count that as a booking.
Okay. So I'm going to
But you can also stay with us. We like you too.
I love Jessica.
Either way. I was like, okay, no directors
I'll
in
go
here
to the
with me.
gold room because I never get to go to the gold room.
Okay, perfect. Awesome. All right. So you guys are in the right place if you don't have any bookings yet on your calendar. I just finished a skincare class, so pretend like I have my director jacket on. But I'm excited to see you guys in here tonight. So Linda covered a lot of information about everything, right? That was so helpful. Active, perfect start, power start, the 30%, the 50%, the TI through 6, PCP, star consultant, great start, qualified, all the words, right? So I'm not going to give you much more training than that because that was just like, woo, we love it. We got all of the words covered, but I'm going to answer some questions for you guys. And we just have about 5 minutes left, but we can keep talking until they cut us off. So who has a lot of questions? I know many of you are seasoned consultants, and then many of you are there's a few of you that are new. So let me know what questions you have. It might be a refresher and it might be new. Okay, Marianne, go ahead.
One quick one because of the new $30 thing when they were talking. If we have to order 225 wholesale, but what I understand this is like for my team members that I want to be able to be clear on this. So they have to have $225 wholesale order in to stay active. But it sounded like they just have to buy $100 retail to get the 30%. Is that correct?
Yes, and it's actually not going to come out until December 17th. That's the day that it's going to launch. So there's new videos that were just posted on In Touch. So if you go to Mary Kay In Touch, there's like a few videos on there already for all of us. And then they're going to start really giving a lot of training for consultants and everyone, because we just are kind of like, we know we didn't find out about it earlier than you guys did. So we're all like trying to learn at the same time. So what I understand is that it'll still stay the 225 wholesale, 450 retail to get your 50% discount. But if you're like, gosh, you know, you have a new team member, they cannot get started with 225, or you're someone in the year where you're like, you know what, I just got a website order, or I just got this and this. If you do at least $50 wholesale, which is $100 retail, that's how you'll unlock 30% off.
Okay.
And so like a new consultant could, you know, get a $50 order from their aunt, and then they place it, and then they got 30% profit from that order, and then they go and do another thing in that same month, and they do some more, then they get to 225 wholesale. Now they have 50%. So they can build up to that 50%. That's
Thank
what
you.
I've learned it as, but there's going to be so I'm like, give us more training, because we're all still trying to figure it out. But that's my understanding of it so far, that you can build up to it. And the order that, let's say you needed just $50 to get you to that 225 wholesale, that once you got to it, that order will count as 50% profit, 50% discount. The order that takes you there. Does that make sense? Okay, perfect. And then in the comments, question about Stripe and ProPay. I know we're still kind of learning about Stripe, but it sounds like Stripe will be our new ProPay. And so we won't have ProPay anymore, I think. But the cool thing about Stripe is you're gonna get it directly deposited into your bank account. So you're not gonna have to wait for, you're not gonna have, you know how you run a card now and then you look on your ProPay and it says you got $100 in ProPay, and then you can use the ProPay balance to place your order. Now that $100 is just going to go directly into your bank account.
So
So it's not
Jessica,
gonna
what my question was, and I'm sorry.
Oh, you're fine.
So I know with like ProPay, like anything, like if we charge our customers or if anything is placed online, it goes through that ProPay account, and there's always like a fee to transfer it to your checking account, right?
Yeah.
And so when I get like Stripe being like Zelle, which I think is awesome. When are they going to, is it going to be October 31st that they're done with ProPay, or is it going to be like that December timeframe, like with what you were talking about with like the 30% discount?
I thought everything was going to change to be determined. I think they haven't put a date on it, but we
Okay.
heard from the nationals that it's going to be December 17th.
Okay.
But I don't know if that starts. I think everything starts on December 17th. That's what I'm thinking so far, but I'm not exactly sure. But I think
Okay, cool.
everything will start.
I have a quick question. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Sorry. Hi, Lena. So I just got a notice from ProPay telling me that I needed to redo my my account to resubmit it. So should I do that?
I would. I just renewed mine too. Well, as directors, we get a free one, but have had people renew. I would still, because I don't. We'll have to double check. We'll have to go on to In Touch to see. Whoever finds it can tell your director, and then we'll post it out. But I'm pretty sure it doesn't start until December 17th. So I would go ahead and renew your ProPay. That way you're not missing out on any website orders, any new customers coming in, all that kind of stuff. Plus, it's still a tax write-off. And then when the new thing launches, hopefully it'll just transfer right over.
And I don't know, Jessica, if this is true for you guys, but I just re-enrolled in ProPay at the end of July, and it didn't cost me anything, which it's usually like $30 or $35. And I just have 2 active team members right now, so I'm not like a director or anything. And so for me, it was free. So I don't know if that's still a thing that they were doing, or if consultants enroll now that are due to like enroll when they join Mary Kay for their pro pay. But
Yeah.
that's just something that I noticed when I enrolled. It didn't cost me anything.
Ooh, okay. Well, so yeah. Let's see, Lena, you're gonna have to go in there and see if yours is free. Thank you, Trista. Yeah, mine was free when I just did it like last week, and I was like, oh, I guess directors are free still, but maybe they're just doing everyone kind of going through there. So yeah, I don't know about that too much, but we'll have to look on In Touch and see what it says. But
It's
yeah,
not
thank
free
you, Lena.
for newcomers, I don't think. I just signed up and the code I used, it didn't work. So I paid the $5 to enroll in it, but I'm not sure if it's still the $5 or the fee for that.
Okay. Oh, hello. I know you. Hello, Deidre. Yeah, she just joined our team just a couple weeks ago. Okay, that code didn't work. Okay, that's good to know. I will look on there and see what's going on with the code. But yeah, so yeah, I think everyone's kind of who just started now is like we're just still going pro pay and not really saying it until like it's like, okay, now Stripe is out, now we're ready to go, and we're like switching people over. Is what I'm thinking. But yes, good questions. I don't know all those details, but we'll have to do some digging in on ProPay to on In Touch to see what ProPay says. But oh yeah, go ahead. You're unmuted, but we can't hear you. Doesn't let me, I can't hear you, but I do see that you're unmuted, so it's not that. Maybe it's your phone. Camera, like does it let you go up? Okay.
Maybe pressure spacebar. Sometimes that helps.
Oh, spacebar. Try that. So here's what we have from the Nationals. It says starting on December 17th at 9 a.m. Central, the new e-commerce experience goes live, new marykay.com, new My Shop, new shop manager, and new updated customer and consultant connector. So that's what launches December 17th. So it still doesn't say anything about ProPay. So let's do some digging. Whoever finds the answer wins. I don't know what you win, but you win something from helping us all out about ProPay.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. I got in a little late, but they were talking about something you had to do with your customers on In Touch.
Yes. So
anyway, I didn't catch all that.
Yes, for good summary. So for October, you just need to make sure that all of your customer orders are not pending, that they're all completed. So if you use the Mary Kay My Customers Plus app to enter all your stuff, which is what a lot of our girls do, we just are all digital. So we use the app to process orders. So you just need to make sure that all those orders are completed. There's none that are like pending, which you might have taken a card from someone, but you didn't click complete. And then anybody who has a landline phone number need to make sure that that landline number is saved in the notes, or because when we transfer over, it won't transfer any landline phone numbers to the new e-commerce platform. It'll just transfer cell phone numbers. So like if anybody uses a landline that are your customers, which I have a lot of customers with landlines, I'm just saving their landline and putting it in my notes of my customers app. And just saving it then, so then everything will transfer. And you'll have to look when you look at your My Customers customer profile. How many times can I say customer? It'll say in your it'll show if it's their home phone number or if it's their cell phone. So just making sure that their cell phone is actually in the cell phone box, because if it's switched, it won't transfer over. So what a lot of us are going to do is download our My Customers, just so everything is there, and so you can just save it and then just kind of look through it, everything, and push complete.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, and then
Jessica?
I think on your guys's Michelle, on your guys' profile, I think they have to, you can upload your you set up your direct deposit on your Mary Kay My Customers, because that'll be how you're going to get paid. Because every time an order comes in, it's just going to go straight to your bank account rather than in the ProPay holding, since we won't have that. So you got to update your bank
So Jessica, with that being said, so even though our bank account is connected to our ProPay. I know like my bank account is connected to like my commissions that I would get. So if that is connected, am I good to go, or do I need to just double check?
I think you should be good to go, but double check.
Okay.
Because if
All
you're
right.
already getting commissions straight from
Yeah.
Mary Kay, then you should be set. Because mine
Okay.
is pretty set. But like some of the new girls that are coming in, they don't have their commissions.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Yes, good question. And then Michelle, sorry. Go ahead. I
No,
cut you
you're
off.
fine. So ProPay is free for everyone. $5 for the new customer, for new consultants signing up, and it goes right back into your ProPay account. So existing consultants don't get charged anymore.
Ooh, thank you, Michelle. You saved
You're
the day.
welcome.
Okay, perfect. So new consultants, it's $5, and everyone else it's free. Okay, perfect. And then does it say when ProPay stops working?
I didn't see that on here yet.
Yeah,
I'll
I don't
have to
think I
look that
saw
up.
that either. They may not have come out with the dates yet for that, because I
Yeah.
didn't see it either. But thank you, Michelle. You
You're
win.
welcome.
Applause from all of us. Yay, we thank you. Okay, all right, ladies. Well, we're out of time. Your director will definitely be either going live and showing you the information, and Mary Kay is going to send out, I think they said they have like 6 more reaches to the Salesforce about all this new stuff. So this was just like reach number 1. We're like, oh, okay, tell us what's going on. And then there'll be like a few more things coming out. So if your director hasn't said anything yet, go ahead and dig into In Touch. There's been an email and a couple things on there. And there's like a checklist too that I saw recently posted on In Touch, or someone had it. So we'll be sure to post that on the resources. You can grab that checklist for October for the e-commerce platform. It talks about like updating your account and pending orders and moving cell phone and home phone numbers over. So be sure to post that to the resources if it's not already on there. But good questions tonight. And if you're new and you feel a little overwhelmed, it's just change. We all just kind of have to like get into change. And if you're new, there's a lot. So you don't even have to worry about it yet until December 17th. I lack details sometimes and I'm like, okay, I'll worry about it on December 17th. But if you're detail oriented, go through and watch all the videos. But all you need to know now is just process those orders and change everybody over, and we'll get all the new information. Okay, Joyce, do you have one last thought? And thank you guys so much. You can stay on if you have any other questions. Oh, Joyce, you're on mute.
Oops, sorry. I do. I was just looking at some of mine, and I have one that says pending, but I want to just complete it, but that says there's nothing there to complete, which is true. I've already completed the sale a long time ago, but it says it's got a pending order and there's nothing in the order. Just let it go and they'll take care of it on their end, or?
I think you still have to complete it to make it transfer over, but maybe see if it go onto the computer version, it's better than the phone version. And see if it gives you any updates, because it could be like something's missing. Oh yeah.
I can answer that. I had one probably 6 months ago before all this came down, and it wouldn't go away. It was showing that I hadn't finished it. I called the company and they had to do something. So if you've got that, you probably should call the company and have them fix it for you before all this happens.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, that's good to know. Perfect. Yeah, because then that customer's information wouldn't send and their order wouldn't go to the new platform.
Okay, thank you so much, Marianne.
Yes, thank you, Marianne. Look at us teamwork, and I'm like, I don't know. You guys tell me. All right, you guys have a good rest of your night. We'll see you next Monday, and good luck on some bookings. Let's get some bookings done too. Woohoo! All right, bye, ladies.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.